Now he's been keeping an eye on what's trending for us. Brian, and you don't have very good news for us this morning.
Really, I really don't have good news this morning because last week we lost a very top comedian. His name is AYEIYA, that is the stage name, but his real name is Emmanuel Makori. He succumbed after being involved in a grisly road accident on Magadi Road, just near the junction of Kwea University, and he died on the spot. His burial is set for this Friday, that is April 21st, alongside his grandmom who died a week earlier, and the burial will take place at Nyansiongo in Nyamira County. And AYEIYA was one of the top comedians that we have on Churchill Show and also in the country as well. If we can just play a clip of one of his top performances, which was the last
Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, and last but not least, Rambo Kanambu. The most important thing in a movie ni kitu inaitwa soundtrack.
Top talent, and may his soul rest in peace, even as the entertainment fraternity plans to lay him to rest this particular Friday. And on to another really sad story which happened on Monday. The sister of top musician MADTRAXX'S and DJ Styles passed on Monday. Her name is Dr. Njeri Muigai. She died after having fallen on the floor of her bathroom at her home here in Nairobi. It is her mother who actually found her lying unconscious on the bathroom floor. She was 8 months pregnant, and she leaves behind her family, and her 2 brothers, that is DJ Styles and MADTRAXX'S. May her soul too rest in peace. And Dr. Umo Luga, who is the KMPDU boss, also took to social media to condole with the family of MADTRAXX'S, and this is what he said. How can you go when we hadn't even begun working on our plans? Your untimely demise is just very sad news and unacceptable to our hearts. Rest with the angels, beautiful. Ensure rest with the angels, Dr. Muigai. And moving on to another story, which will light us up a bit. Last week, Top Weekly, that in the country, ran a story about the County Assembly Speaker of Nakuru County, that is Susan Kihika, and the splash story was that Susan Kihika is being bankrolled by a top businessman in Nakuru, whom they referred to him as her sponsor. I had an exclusive interview with Susan Kihika yesterday, and she said, no, that person is not my sponsor as the tag was used by the newspaper, and instead he is my boyfriend. We can listen in to that short exclusive interview.
The contempt that it deserves.
If we can have it again, kindly.
My private life is my private life. I take offense to the word sponsor because that's my boyfriend, that's not a sponsor. So I take complete offense. But again, that only happens because I'm a woman. It would never be the same case with a man. So it's just a usual double standard that we are used to. And I just call it the trash that it is, with the contempt that it deserves.
Alright, she confirmed that it is indeed her boyfriend, that is Samburu, a Nakuru-based businessman, and not sponsor, the typical sponsor word and phrase that we used to. And moving on to another story, a top Real Housewives of Atlanta star, SHAMEA Morton, is getting married to a Kenyan man. His name is Gerald Mwangi, and they recently held a Rora show in central Kenya region. And SHAMEA Morton, who was so excited to having had a traditional wedding ceremony, took to social media to claim that she was given the name Mumbi. I don't know what that name means, but okay, she says that she was given the name Mumbi, and their wedding is set for July this year. And the two got engaged sometime last year in August. And Morton appeared in season 8 of the franchise as a friend of one Portia Stewart, and she was a support cast. And moving on to another story which is very interesting and has gone viral online, is about Bishop Robert Magina of ACK Nambale Church in Western Kenya, that is Bungoma County. He literally stopped Governor Ken Lusaka and 5 other MPs from politicking in a burial ceremony of the mother of Bumula area member of parliament, that is Boniface Otsiula. And at one point, one of the MPs, that is Dan Wanyama, Webuye West MP, took to the podium and grabbed the microphone just to invite his fellow colleagues, that is MPs and Governor Lusaka, to come and talk to the people. But again, Bishop Robert Magina ran toward the podium and grabbed the microphone from Mr. Wanyama and said, "You will not politic in a funeral, and I insist you will not politic in a funeral." As you can see, those photos up there is one of Bishop Robert Magina actually telling the MPs and other dignitaries not to politic at funeral.
Right.
And my final story is about Melania Trump. She reminded the United States President Donald Trump to raise his hand during the national anthem. That is the beauty of having a first lady when you are a president, because when you forget some things, she just nudges at you and reminds you, okay, you are first in command, you are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and the best thing you can do is show respect, have that mask of respect as we sing the National Assembly. That was on the Easter egg roll on Monday, when Melania Trump actually hosted the Easter egg roll, which is a preserve for the First Lady of the United States. 1,000 of Americans actually went to White House to witness that particular event. Let us take a look at Melania Trump nudging at Donald Trump just to raise his hand and put it on his chest as a sign of respect. Let us have that full screen kindly.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's not the point, to embarrass the First Lady on her first major, event, and here you are not raising your hand. What do you mean? I think that was great. Well done, Melania. Thanks so much, Brian, for all the stories this morning. We're going to leave it there, and it winds up Citizen Extra for us in English. Thank you for your company. Salim Swale is standing by with more news in Swahili. Salim, what can we expect?
Asante sana Ann, bila shaka tuna mengi ambayo tumeandalia watazamaji wetu katika kitengo cha Kiswahili. Nataka nikupongeze tu kwa kazi nzuri ambayo umefanya. Takriban saa 3 nzima tangazo la Kiingereza nimekuwa nikifuatilia kwa karibu na wengi wamefurahia, na bila shaka mtazamaji, tutakuwa na mengi ambayo tunakuandalia katika kipindi hiki. Kumbuka zoezi la mchujo linaendelea katika kila kona ya nchi hii, uko upande wa ODM na vile vile chama cha AYEIYA, na vile vile kuna maandalizi ya chama cha Jubilee katika mchujo wao siku ya Ijumaa. Lakini tukunjie jamvi kabla tujaingia katika kitengo cha Kiswahili.
Shukran sana Salim, and thank you so much for watching. I am Auntie Guta. Enjoy the rest of your viewing, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow on Citizen Live at 9 and Opinion Court. But for now, it's goodbye. God bless.